Oh, there's somebody that do not like my voice, but it's my voice. Somebody asked me if this was some edit thing from, video editor, or if it was really my voice sound. So it's my voice.
It's my voice, you know.
Okay, so
Hello. Hi.
okay, so today I'm gonna do a home video. You always look at me, watch me from on the go, and today I want to sit down with you all and review some of your comments and give you some good answers, some good feedback, because I don't know why, but whenever I receive some comments on the video and I want to answer them, it's like incorrect failure, incorrect something, so I have to go to the back end and sometimes reply. So I thought it was nicer if I will just make a video and review some of the comments. I'm sorry if I'm gonna be taking the cell phone from time to time because it's working time.
And you know.
Okay,
First things first.
now in Shenzhen we are starting to feel the autumn breeze. Just the breeze. If ain't sunny, it's kind of cool, but it's cool. It's not that cold yet, so
It's okay.
but to go in the outdoor pools, I think is a no anymore.
Anyhow,
Next thing next. Okay, let's go to the comments. This is, oh my god, I don't do this often, so sorry. Excuse me how to do this. Where is the screen and where is the comment? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stop the video because it will, I don't have enough time to be like,
you know.
so I'm just gonna try to do. I'm sorry, wait, I am minimizing some. Let me figure it out. How is this gonna be done? Okay, got it. So I minimize myself and I'm just gonna put the comment section here. So of course the comments will start from back to top. And I don't know if I found any comment that was not pleasant enough to give you the time to answer, I will just skip it. So if you don't find your comment on this video, stay aware that your comment wasn't nice for me to take the time in answering it, because it's my channel and I decide what to do. Oh yeah. So now that we have these dynamics, you can always leave your comments and I will try to make a video maybe every week about the answers of comments, because I think it's nicer to do this than, I don't know, I think it's like interaction, although it's not live. One day I will do a live one in a factory or something, and that'll be cool too. Anyways, let's start. If you see my glasses is like bluish, it's because they have this, supposedly this anti-computer. I mean, I want to have it very bright so you can see my whole self brighter, because I could lower it, but it would be like, hey,
Will it be for hey?
I mean, it will be very dark, so it's better just to be light enough.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for those of you that maybe want to see my
Beautiful eyes.
okay, let's get going. So, Mickey, let's start with the first thing. So, I will mention names. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, this is new for me. I'm excited. Yeah. I feel like a YouTuber now. Yeah, taking things more serious.
In a way.
Okay, so there is one person. Your names are so weird. I'm sorry if I miss them, okay? I'm a Mexican. China ties Mexican. I've lived here 10 years already, so it's like 1/3 of my life, just to be short. Okay, it says there, what is your WeChat? Oh, what a question! Okay, I do have WeChat for business because I use 2 phones. Maybe some of you want to know. I'm super, okay, I use these 2 phones. This LG. And this one, I didn't use a case until last week. I went to buy this one. This is the iPhone 6 Plus. The one I record my videos with. And the one I work with. And I just bought this case because, yes, I sell tons of cases a month and I didn't have a case for myself. So I bought this case and I find it super, super comfortable. So as you can see, it's mirrored case and it's TPU. And of course, I do sell also all these things. I will be selling in my... By the way, the platform in Spanish is ready if you want to go and check it out. Although it's in Spanish, I'm warning you. And the English version is not yet ready because we have to translate the whole thing. It's www.fromchinawithlove.market. So that's the English platform if you're curious about which products I'm selling. And if you are not very worried about, I'm sorry, messages arrive and I get distracted. If you're not worried about descriptions, because basically it's just like a catalog, so you can obviously understand by just looking at the pictures. And you can make orders now if you understand. What happens after is like you have to put your address and everything, so I don't think you will have a problem, but I'm telling you, I'm warning you, it's not translated. But if you want to take a look, or if you want to subscribe now, you can do it. And whenever the English version is ready, you will be in already, so you can do both. So again, www.fromchinawithlove.market. Okay. So I was saying this is very nice. Yeah. What do you think? It's super comfortable. Okay, I'm just gonna be more homey. You wanna know more about. Okay, somebody send me WeChat. One of you guys. Start with D. I'm not gonna pass my WeChat, my private WeChat. As I was saying, this is my WeChat. This is my phone for China. Sorry. And this is my phone for my Mexican clients, for Spanish-speaking clients. But I kind of don't want to mix the clients of English countries, because last time I was trying to do a diffusion message and I put like everybody in the list. And there were some Chinese and some English-speaking persons here that got annoyed by the ongoing advertising of my products in Spanish. So I think I have another phone over somewhere, so I will get another WeChat account, especially for, some English-speaking clients, because I don't want to mix them, because I like to send sometimes some promotions about my products. I mean, in the Spanish one, I'm sending always, because that's why I use it. Here, I don't have any Chinese contacts, just people that is overseas, and me, which I post from time to time some products, and so it's very difficult to manage after if I want to do a diffusion post and I have to be choosing like who is not from China, I mean who is English speaking and will be annoyed by the notification. So I guess for your answer, Maxime, I will get a WeChat, and it's not gonna be to talk 101 like hey, but of course, you can ask some things from time to time, and you can, especially for business, it's business related. This is business. Of course, we can be friends. We're already friends. Yeah. Anyways, next, Hali. Oh, it's you. Are those high heel pitch beats your actual voice, or you edit afterwards?
No.
I don't edit. I'm not very great at edit yet, as you have seen. I mean, when I want, I do like to edit some things, but I think I like to edit videos more about the panorama and the scenery or the music more than my words or my mistakes, because although my English is not that great, so no editor in the world could do anything for what I have so far. Yeah? Okay. Either way, it's annoying.
Well,
This is me. Sorry. Okay, next. There is one guy's commenting here. Marcaribe, you better find men who are vegan or vegetarian to start with. Indeed, so they have at least one mental understanding in common. You're so right, but as you may know, it's not very common. But I'm telling you that it's quite, it's not that hard, because here in China, foreigners get together because of their common interests. And there is this group, there are super many groups now, like popular emerging WeChat groups, vegan lovers, vegetarian in China, Shenzhen vegan, I don't know, and you can find people there. Once I got into a raw, crazy fanatics Chinese raw vegan group. And oh god, the moment I joined that group, I was bombarded with all these friendship requests from guys like, hey, like, you're not desperately just following what I was saying yesterday. Like, hey, I am looking for a wife to marry. And it's because they are raw vegan, so believe me, I think their level of the standards, their standards, the requirements are even higher, right? So whenever I went into that group, they were like, jumping on me, and I was like, no! And some of them were really weird. And of course, I'm not trying to speak bad about anyone. Yeah, I'm weird myself. You know how I speak and all this stuff. But I'm talking about, like, it's just, some of them don't even take hot water because they think it's not raw. And of course, I'm not gonna question either if it's raw or not, but just a good life. I drink hot water and I like it, and yeah. Okay, so it was just a very high level of,
You know.
anyways. So it's not that easy, but it will be the ideal, of course, to have the same common interests. But I'm telling you, if there was a vegan and there was like a businessman that I align more with, I will go for the businessman, because the businessman can turn into a vegan, but the vegan maybe cannot turn into a businessman. And I'm not saying that I do look down at non-businessmen, but I will get more common talks with the business guy, and I always like to be around business people. So I'm not saying I'm gonna convert anyone, but people just by time looking at health, at other healthy persons, get like, intrigued and excited, and sometimes convinced. However, if that was the case, he will not have meat in my home or whatever. So yeah. Next. Thank you very much for commenting, David. By the way, he said, last time I spoke about I lost 8 kilograms when I started raw vegan. And he said he fell in love with me, so please don't take it as an offense. Of course I will not. Thank you very much. From China with love. Everybody's supposed to have some love back, yeah? Thank you for your love. Just gonna read comments. So sorry. There's one comment from Everdida. Okay, she or he comments like, the main problem of doing business in China is language barrier. Well, I would say yes, because around language around so many things, included culture. So yeah, that's very clever. That's the main, indeed. From Boston with love, you are a beautiful soul. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a comment. What are you doing in China? From Ryan. Well, I'm trying to have the time of my life, because that's the only time we have. So yeah, I'm just trying to be the greatest version of myself, and trying to inspire or show others that life can be just as colorful and as wonderful as you
Look at it from. So,
yeah. Okay. Love from Canada, Herman Shama. Thank you very much. Love back.
Kisses to the world.
Oh my god, you look so cool and best looking with this type of style. Chulala, hello, you always comment. She's super nice girl, because I think she's almost the only girl that she comments. Actually, Chulala asked me to make a video about Vaquita Marina, which is a mammal that is extincting from Mexico, and I haven't done it because I really don't know how to do it. But she had a great point in saying that this vaquita marina is dying because many Chinese men in Hong Kong are buying one fish that is super expensive. They sell super expensive from Mexico because they believe that it's good for the skin, Chinese women. And actually it's not proved like many of those things, beliefs, but they are already in Mexico. They have it, it's illegal, it's considered illegal, but because of money, people are doing it hidden. It's very sad. If you guys want to take a look, go and search for vaquita marina, vaquita, and there is another one. Oh, there's a fish. If this fish ain't in that place, then vaquita will die. So there's like a chain, So these Chinese want to take this fish, which is called what? I didn't prepare because I didn't know that this comment was going to be here, and I will talk about this, but I'm sorry. I'll talk about more next time, okay? But thank you very much for your support, Chula. Please. Oh, there is a guy here in Spanish. He's like Marcos Gomez. Por favor, haznos videos en español. I do have a channel in Spanish, and it's called Marcariv. And then you can go and check it out. You can find it here somewhere in my channel. And that's mainly Spanish videos for my Spanish-speaking friends. So you go and check that out. For everybody that speaks Spanish, you're welcome. I know by your comments that many of you are already in that channel, and I feel super awkward and super blessed that you are also watching those videos. Thank you very much. So there's a person that asked me, do you work in Shenzhen? Is it weird to find Mexicans there? Do you have a WeChat? I'll get a WeChat. Yeah, I work in Shenzhen. And no, it's not weird to find here Mexicans. I think we have a group of like over 70 Mexican women here in Shenzhen. Oh yeah. So a lot of people here of Mexicans. But I just have one really good friend, Mexican here. I mean in Shenzhen, yeah. Or maybe in whole China. Okay. And then, which is... When I was in China... Okay, John Otaki, when I was in China, I was surprised how much the food cost had gone up after a week when traveled to the city outskirts. We found prices a lot cheaper. I would love to watch your videos, very interesting. Thank you. Indeed, actually Shenzhen is the city with the highest prices in all China. Oh yeah. So it's expensive. And of course, any city in China will be more pricey than if you go to the towns, I remember last year we were in some towns and it was like, wow, unbelievable. And I was like, I cannot believe I'm paying these prices just because I'm 2 hours away, like back in Shenzhen. It's really crazy, like big difference. Not even in Mexico is like that. But people here can afford to live in these places, so they can of course afford to buy such fruits, such pricey fruits, in comparison to those other kind of people, like some peasants and some other workers maybe that work outside of the city, and because they do not afford that, then government allows them, to be cheaper, and it's just a little bit unfair, but it's like that. Do you have Snapchat? I don't have Snapchat, sorry. But I have an Instagram, but every time I speak, I always speak in Spanish, so maybe I shouldn't give it to you. No, I mean, I'm gonna give it to you, but if you are trying to... I'm gonna give you my Instagram account. It's Marcaribe. So, this is it. Can you see? Oh, sorry, it's so bad. Oh, Marcaribe. Okay, anyways, it's Marcaribe. You can just search by that. And... I'm here for vegan content. Thank you everybody that is here for vegan content and that support my vegan videos. Yeah. And everybody that is not for hit.
You're still supporting because I'm a vegan chef.
I'm just trying to tease you. Okay, why do you think so many Chinese want to cheat and take advantage? And they even laugh about it. Is this a cultural difference? You know what? I am not. I don't know, but I believe that China had a lot of people in the past, and everybody. I mean, it was a communist country, right? So everybody, it was not like I have more, and so I am going in first. As I see it myself, it was like, so there's such a bunch of people here, and everybody want to queue, and if you make it to the queue first, if like you can cut the queue, how's it called? It's very common in China, and you think, wow, why are they cheating? Even in hospitals, whatever. It doesn't have to be just like different social classes. This is like a thing, you know. And I believe it was because of an immense of the super huge number of people living in this country that I just imagine myself. It was like you have to see for yourself, and nobody else will do it. So if you make it, it's good. For example, in the doctor, even in the doctor, how to say, clinics, the people is there like, okay, we have numbers, why would you have to stand like right into the face of the doctor, and the next one is there just standing in the door? It's like, hey, I have some privacy. And maybe now it doesn't matter, but I think before it was like nobody's more than anybody, so everybody's look equal, and they were used to run for their lives, like do whatever is that you can do to survive and to make it, like either for the doctor appointment, because at some point maybe doctor was closed and then you couldn't make it that day, or for food. I believe also there was like, maybe before there wasn't many food, so people will, but I don't think that they are laughing, like trying maliciously to cheat on you. I don't think it's malicious, I have to say that. And I'm not gonna involve everybody, but that's my only experience. I've seen that. Because whenever they see somebody breaking down, they will help you, seriously. I have experienced some situations where I am like lost, and people, they don't really care much about money when it comes to, like, I have to be very careful in this because then my words will be quoted wrongly. Let's say some situations about you don't have money, you lost your job or whatever, and you come to a Chinese friend's house. Friends. They will offer you free. They will be careful about things, Even my friends, like I forget something, doesn't matter, I pay. Doesn't like. They don't look that much at money. Maybe people in the West, it's confused by China business trading, but it's very different, their culture. Once you are in the network, once you are considered a part of their lives, like as a friend or as a teacher, they respect you much. It's very different. So I don't think there is a malice on making that, but that's just because it's the cultural history experience, and everything is changing. Now they are learning more and more from the Western side, and they think long term means quality, and that means in service and also in goods and in the treat, customer service. So I will answer like that. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to China next week for a month as a vegan. I heard you shouldn't eat the raw fruits and veggies because of the sanitation and water. Well, in that case, we shouldn't even breathe in China, first of all. So it's hard to think about all the pollution here. And if you just think about it, then you will become sick just of the idea, because the brain manages the whole. I will just give you that answer. And of course, you can go for organic, but if the water is not clean, that even involves organic and fruits and veggies, and then it's better not to come China. It's the idea is not romantic, but it's like that. And if you want to be here and you want to enjoy your time, it's just better that you Stop thinking too much about it. There are also all these groups of foreigners which are just talking about this, this pollution. Always, oh, today is so polluted, and they send this chart about like, wow, how many PM. It's like, come on, you just woke up and you see this message. What would you feel like in the morning? Like, so polluted, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get sick. Oh, I have a sore throat. Oh, I'm just breathing bad air, toxins, Just deal with it or don't deal with it. Best. So there is a question, is that in the expat mall there are foreign brands? Of course there are foreign brands, more and more coming. That's right. I just stumbled into your channel randomly. Subscribe it and looking forward more vlogs. Greetings from California. Yeah! Okay, I think I'm gonna cut down the video because it's already long enough. It's gonna be like cute video. Thank you very much for listening, and I am gonna try to make the vlogs more and more concise every time, but this was my first time and I'm trying to give the best accurate answers as possible. Just bear with me, English is not my first language, not even my second language. I failed English class many times. I was so afraid of English class. Every time it was English class in Mexico, I even remember 11 p.m. I was like, no! I didn't want to go inside English class because we were preparing ourselves for TOEFL exam. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it to write essays. I failed on essays when I went to Singapore school. I was delayed 1 year. My essays were terrible. I couldn't write and I didn't know what to do and I was frustrated. But I found that I had a talent for Chinese, so I was not lost. So I guess you don't have to give up, you have to try something else. Might not be English, but other. But look at me here. I'm talking to more than 2,000 people out there in my English accent, and they are listening to me. So who cares what the teachers say? Do what you want. Goodbye from China with love, and see you next time. Kiss to the world.